Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live career mode series with the Ottawa Senators on Hockey Legacy Manager 25, moving into episode number 2 for year number 1, the 2001 season. Welcome, everybody. Hobbsy, Tyler, welcome aboard, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'll be getting through the comments from the last one as well as moving into the episode itself. In just a couple of minutes, we'll leave a couple, usually on the console, I let it go for 5 minutes, allow people to join. What's nice about streaming from the computer is that I can put it live and say, let's say I'm live at 8, but we're starting at 8:05. So that allows for a little bit of a buffer there. So maybe just a minute or two, and then we'll get started. Welcome, everybody. Gavin, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you all aboard on this lovely Tuesday evening for the second episode of our HLM 25 series. We'll run through the comments, then we'll open up HLM. I started creating some of the players as well from those who won a created player in the last raffle. Actually, Tyler, I've been needing to speak to you. I'm glad I caught you on a live stream. Tyler, you won one of those players from the donations you made months ago. It's we did the raffle in the Discord server, and you won a created player to be used in this HLM series. So either get in contact with me through the Discord server or send me an email, link in the description, and I'll get you the details on what you need to do. Jean-Félix, bienvenue mon ami, bonsoir. Thank you for joining, everybody. And we'll run through the comments in just a moment. One of the big things I want to look at this, Evan's extension. I did a live react earlier today. I love it for the Canadians. It's a great dollar amount compared to what he would have gotten in free agency, and it shows that the Canadians are wanting to at least compete. If you keep moving all your players, that what's the word I'm looking for? Let me rephrase this. If you continue to trade away the players that competing teams want, then you yourself will never compete. That's what I'm trying to say. And yes, we can see, since I'm streaming from the computer, we can see comments live. I don't need to read them. We can show them live on the screen since we're looking at it from the computer itself. All right, so let's go ahead and get this party started. I think that's about everything. I have my screen to the side. Ooh, 22% battery on my phone. That's not going to be good, but I'll see what I can do. Gen Z, welcome aboard. All right. Yes, awesome. Shoot me an email. We'll get the details on that. Like Gen Z sent me their player. Hobbsy sent me their player. We'll be good to go. All right, so comments from the last one. Let's start off over here, starting with Dark Davy. Can't wait for more in the series. Loving HLM 25. Thank you. I'll come back to the bigger ones. We'll come back to the bigger ones in a second. Let's go through the smaller one here. This game looks so sick. Didn't even know it existed until today. Seeing your vid pop up in my recommended. I've been playing East Side Hockey Manager 2007 since like 2010 or so. I play EHM on Steam occasionally, but I still just love the UI of 2007 so much. I definitely am going to check this up, especially at $10. That's a steal. I agree. Mighty Joe will come back. Steven will come back. Let's see. Ramsey's wild to see him a $500,000 contract. Yeah, we're going back in the year 2000. Awesome to see all those old names too. Finally. And here's a comment I want to highlight from Zach. The quality is a little poor. I agree. At 720p, the quality is a little bit poor. Maybe try to bump it up to 1080p if possible. Now, for me to do that, as I put in my comment here, it would take $35.99 per month on StreamYard to upgrade the quality on to 1080p. Which I would be interested in doing and I would consider investing in. But at $35.99 per month, we're talking like over $400, it's like $450 or something per year. It's just money that I don't have. $35.99 for a one-time thing would be one thing, but unless there were to be some big rally of donations, I'm not even trying to ask for donations. I'm just saying, if the donations were to come in, and we could afford $35.99 per month, then I'd be happy to do it. The money that you donate to the channel gets re-put back into things for the channel. So, that's the purpose of the donations. But just to say, it's just not something I can afford right now. I understand the quality is a little bit poor, and I'm sorry that 720p it's not perfect, but it's just what we're going to have to deal with for the time being unless something were to change. So we'll be keeping tabs on that into the future. Franchise Hockey Manager, yes. And while Bronco Nong's actually sure how far in the future we're planning on going, but we will go quite far. We could add Vincent Daigle, Alexandre Daigle's son, as a prospect for the 2030 draft, 2012 birth date. See if he can have a better career than his dad. According to Elite Prospects, he's currently playing in Pee Wee. So that would be something. Let's go back to the top here for the longer comments. And Hobbsy also asking, I guess the created players that are year one draft eligible are the only ones created for now. No, I even created ones that are eligible for future drafts as well. But in tonight's episode, we'll be doing the season and the postseason because the off season's already been done. A typical episode will be off season, season, postseason, or off season, season playoffs. Because in episode 1, we already took care of the off season, tonight's episode will just be the season and hopefully, fingers crossed, the postseason. But then next week, episode number 3, will be off-season, the created player draft in year one, if there are any. There are some. Then the season and postseason. Mr. Brian Michaelak, good evening. Is dropping in to say hi. We'll catch back up later. Bonne soirée, monsieur. Hey, I love to see that. A little bit of class around here. Lovely. All right, so Cheating Heel left a bunch of really great tips. I'm not going to read through all of them because I already did and I've replied to Cheating Heel, but just a little, a few things to keep in mind on coaching, NHL assistants, AHL coaches, AHL assistants, what you should try and be looking for, different ratings. That's why it's great to be having so many AGMs who are live to help here on the stream, because there are definitely things that I forget over time. So a lot of good things I'm trying to keep in mind as much as possible. Some points on scouts, head of player development, medical, and also Cheating Heel says, to be honest, I usually do auto scouting and auto training, which I think we'll do probably more in the future. In both cases, it's time consuming to do manually, as we saw last episode, and I usually get better results by going auto anyway, especially for training. The CPU seems to know better what the player needs to grow for some reason, which I think is, it's fair to say we could probably go auto for most cases into the future. A point here from Walt is saying quality is more than okay data. Don't worry about that. Not like any NHL games are exactly pushing graphics either. Thank you, Walter. Appreciate you saying so. I want to put the best quality content out to everybody, right? And I was ecstatic when I went upgraded from PS4 to PS5 thanks to Mark, and then we could go into 1080p. But for this to say that it's like $400+ per year to do so, it would be a bit out of the budget for the time being. Don't forget to also set and lock your AHL lines. Yeah, we'll take care of that. If you want specific prospects to grow faster with better ice time. To improve line chemistry, I don't really keep two-way forwards. Yeah, so we're going to try and look at, like, for example, Marian Hossa is a two-way forward, and Chris Phillips is a defensive defenseman. That hurts chemistry. So if we could train Hossa and Phillips to become, let's say, playmaker and two-way D respectively, even if that's not exactly who they are as players, it would just help in terms of Hockey Legacy Manager. Let's see, drafts, skill tree. First couple off seasons, look at those. Shop for UFAs who are 21 or 22 with at least 70 overall, who are yellow or pink top 6 forwards, top 4 D-men or yellow starters to fill the AHL team, because you'd be surprised how many of them could grow to 80 to 85 overall and patch your middle 6 forwards, bottom 4 D-men or goaltender within 3 to 4 years. So that's going to be a great thing to keep an eye out for. You're going to have a lot of success with these cheap options if you have a good dev team in the AHL, which we'll be trying to do as well. Okay. Lastly, there's also always a ton of good affordable goalies being dropped on waivers at the beginning of each season, so never overpay or waste assets on trading for a backup in the offseason. As we saw last episode too, only trade for one if you have an injury issue or have an issue underperforming during the season. Goalies aren't as voodoo as in EA, so that's a start. Goals against average can swing up and down from season to season, but save percentage is usually much steadier year over year versus EA. That's all off the top of my head. Hope it helps, and it does. Thank you very much. All right, then Mighty Joe had said, wonderful start. As this is a live stream series, I'll keep my thoughts on salaries for now, as I can suggest them in the chat. For now, I'll focus on the lineups. Everyone has original picks. All teams do. It's possible for us to get a second for Spezza, the second overall for Spezza. So maybe we take it easy this first season. Have that Yashin, Alfredsson first line, McEachran, Bonk, Hossa second, Prospel, Fisher, Arvidsson third, Zamuner, White, Dackel on the fourth. Defense, Red and York, Philip Salo, Kravchuk, and Ratchunik. Lalim, Hermy, 68% rotation. See you in episode 2. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Yeah, we'll do. I agree there, Hobbsy. Then Steven also left some thoughts like Cheating Heel. I was looking forward to this one very much. And from about mid-January, I tried to run a team for about 12 to 13 seasons so I can share my experience and the things I observed along the way. So first one, yeah, a couple of different comments. Preseason waivers, trades, just giving some thoughts on the settings that we did to start the episode. Prospects and training. Yeah, again, a comment that I already went through and replied, so I don't want to go through every little tip reading on the stream for you. Sometimes player types do not make sense for prospects. Like, let's say they're supposed to be an offensive defenseman, but their defense is stronger. Then I either change their player type or I switch the training focus. Yes. Also, if a player is listed as center, but his faceoffs are weak, then I add winger eligibility. You got to think about the long-term plan there. Yep. Also try to adapt wingers to the opposite wing too. Make sure chemistry works for at least top 6 forwards and first 2 pairs, but it affects only offense. For bottom 6 and the third pair, I try to have it at least green, but if there's yellow, that's okay too. When I set up special teams, I always go by their offense and defense ratings and adjust reasonably if something does not work well. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of great thoughts here. Thank you kindly. Face-offs. So about 70 face-offs and up are very good, and they'll be okay playing center. So it's not like NHL where we're looking more like 80 up. 70 and up could work well. That's about it. As I said, I would post one more about what I would do first. Then Steven also left thoughts on the episode itself. So Zamir could play center, Hossa make him a power forward or even a sniper while he's young. Two-way forwards simply simulate worse, and then you end up trading them just out of frustration. When that's finished, we can add him the ability to play left wing, but we need to make him a power forward or sniper first. We don't even have a power forward on the team. Can we make Hossa even a playmaker? What if, what was, let me go back and look at, what are Hossa's stats here? What are Hossa's stats in his life? Hossa, yeah, he definitely scored a lot of goals. 1, 2, 3, 40-plus goal seasons, a lot of 30-plus goal seasons. I might lean sniper for Marian Hossa over playmaker. Yeah. Havlat, add him for right winger, a secondary position. Phillips will be our top defensive defenseman for years to come, ideally for the second pair. I rarely play them any higher. Train him for the other side, maybe, or if we have enough space to do so. York is a good example of a two-way guy who can provide great defense, good hitting, shot blocking, and defensive awareness. Will make him a good guy for one of the pound kill units, and also a good fit to the second pair without taking a toll on offensive chemistry. Maybe when we would not have a long-term plan for him, but let's see what he does in his first season. Let's keep in mind we need offensive defensemen ideally for the top pair because Redden is a two-way D. So a top offensive defenseman for the system is probably what we need the most there. Redden switches focus more to offense while he can grow because he's a solid first pair guy defensively, but we need to run him on the power play too. Volchenkov, he may be a very important piece to us. So let's switch his training focus to offense so he would be more balanced and we can make him a two-way D. Okay. Some bad news based on my observations. Don't expect too much growth from a guy like Lalim, but then he can go till 28, so it's not a big deal. And there you go. All right. So there are all the thoughts from the comments. Let's go ahead. So now I got to stop streaming there and then start streaming on Hockey Legacy Manager. Share screen, HLM, and there we go. Full screen. Hold on, new. Put like that. Yes, and full screen. Hey, there you go. Thanks for bearing with me. There we go. Do I have this good to go? Hold on. Make sure I have my screen on the side ready too. Doesn't help us now, but the Sens drafted a gifted offensive defenseman in 2008. Yeah, let's keep that in mind for the 2008 draft. All right, so let's go back into our Sens career here. I've already added some of the created players to the draft of the future. For example, if we go look in prospects now, we can see like Dallas Johnson, for example, Gen Z's created player. Shout out to Dallas Johnson from the Canucks franchise mode. So Dallas Johnson was Gen Z's created player. Were there any others in the year one draft? Maybe not. That might have been it for the year one draft so far of the ones that I've added. I've added maybe 5 or 6 of the ones that have been created so far. So there you go. Dallas Johnson, welcome aboard. Okay, so first things first, we got to go to the trainings, player development. And we want, I know, sorry that we wasted a few days maybe on a few guys. Vermette can keep working on passing and all that. But let's say, for example, Marian Hossa. Can I train Hossa with two different coaches? I wonder. I don't think I can, right? If I say like Wade Redden's working on shooting, that's good. But we also want to get him working on the opposite side. I don't think you can choose them twice, though. No way. So, Marian Hossa, let's pause the training here. You can't. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, Marian Hossa, we're going to work on making you into... I think a sniper works best. Between sniper, power forward, and playmaker, I think sniper makes the most sense for Marian Hossa of those three. So we're going to say set him to be a sniper. That'll take a year, but it'll be worth it in the long run. So see you in 335 days, Marian Hossa. Let's go. Yeah, but I don't want a defensive first line. I don't want Marian Hossa to be doing defensive things. I want Marian Hossa to be scoring 40 goals. And as a two-way forward, he won't simulate like that, which is why we're changing his player type. Defense on different lines is fine, but I don't want Marian Hossa as a two-way forward being defensive and bringing down his line mates. I want him to be scoring 90 points a season. So Hossa will be turned into a sniper. Volchenkov, let's take off the shot blocking we'd said, right? Is that what Steven had said? Oh my goodness. Serenity now. Volchenkov. So instead of the shot blocking, we're going to go with the passing. Sure, let's go with the passing. 119 days. That works for Volchenkov. Neil and Chernik are in the systems. That's why the AHL system is going to do that. AHL. Mike Fisher passing. We had said Wade Redden to change his side. Would it make more sense to keep him on shooting now or change him to be left wing and left D eligible right now? And then we had also said Havlat to also be eligible on the other side. But we can wait on that. Havlat, we can wait until 116 days are done, and then we can try to make him right wing eligible as well. Position for Redden is more important right now. All right, it's 197 days. Havlat's 116. So let's go over Wade Redden to also play on the right D. Adaptability there, 338 days. Does it really matter that much? Honest question. Does it really matter that much if they can play left and right? Does it hurt the chemistry that much to put a left guy on the right side? That's something I might have to learn. I think that's going to be it. So Volchenkov, we change him to passing. Hossa, we change him into a sniper. Redden, we turned him to play on the right side. Matthew, welcome to the stream. And we keep Fisher, Vermette, Kelly, and Havlat doing what they were doing up in the NHL training slots. All right. It does impact chemistry a lot. Okay, that's fine by me. So we're going to stay. We said Hossa, Yashin, Alfredsson. I know Havlat. I don't want to play him over his head. I know that can also be detrimental. McEachran on the second line works. I know there were some different suggestions in the comments for the lineup here, but I think this is okay. Hossa, Yashin, Alfredsson. Unless, because Yashin would help the chemistry. Yeah, I would put blue chemistry on the first line. No, it's not new. It's not new. It's been out since what? HLM has been out since what? Could it be like 2020 or even before? But no, we're just getting into it now, though. Trying to bring some more attention to it as well. Gavin saying, just so you know, I'm pretty sure that the chemistry bar is only for offensive chemistry. I don't think it affects defensive play. So having a red bar on the bottom pair doesn't really matter. Yeah, the bottom pair, I wouldn't think it matters too much. I'm saying for my top guys, I don't want to have red chemistry on my first line. So would it be crazy to put Havlat on the first line? Would he be playing over his head? Would that be detrimental to his growth that he's given, he's too much responsibility on his shoulders? What's the story with Salo and Ratchnik again? Sorry, if I go to depth chart. Salo is medium top 4 at 26. Ratchnik is medium top 6 at 21. Well, could go either way. See who sims well, and we'll adapt from there. And we'd also said 68% rotation, right? Yeah. That's good. Maybe line 2, just so it'd be sniper, playmaker, two-way forward with Bonk and Hossa. So you're saying McEachran first line, so there'd be blue and blue. Is McEachran being put over his head to be playing first line? Not in terms of his overall, but just like that's kind of crazy to have Sean McEachran as your first line left wing. No, okay, I can see it. Blue and blue plus have like it's a little less ice time. Okay, we'll start like that. We'll begin the season like this. Now the AHL lines, rookie question here, but I'm not sure. How do I get my AHL lines again? Info stats, contract potential, ratings. Oh, so you can see it like this too. Oh, I like that. Oh, I didn't have to say, I wouldn't even have to go to depth chart. I could see it right here. Oh, that's nice. MVP, hey Data, how did you get these great rosters? Keep up the great work, Cameron, for season 1. Hey MVP, glad to have you in here. Long-time viewer, MVP. This is from RSB's newest roster, dated to at the end of February, I believe. That's the roster that I'm using. I'd highly recommend it. If you have the pro version, you can go ahead and get that. So if I click here, it brings me to other NHL teams. McEachran or Arvidsson can play left wing, one with Yashin and Alfie. Gotcha. I mean, he's the higher overall, so may as well go with him to start the season. Special units. Yeah, there's a big rookie question, but I'm not sure where to go to get to my AHL lines. I'm going to wait for someone to say it in the chat, I guess. Info. Special units. I didn't do anything on the special units yet. Alfredsson, Yashin, Hossa, Bonk, McEachran. No, I need a center. Who's playing center here between these two? Alfie can go here. I need someone to go here. Ren's a left shot. Get him on the right on the power play. Then build his shooting, and then we'll get to see him in all his glory. Yeah, I wouldn't mind putting, let's say, McEachran there. Redden can go there. Left shot, Bonk here. Alfredsson, Yashin, Hossa. Centering this line, we can put... Probably see potential again. Havlat can go here. Zmuner comes off. Center here maybe is like Mike Fisher. How do I get someone else to go here? You know, I'm clicking on the player, but what option do I get? Looks like other. Oh, okay. So I say Mike Fisher. Okay, there you go. So Mike Fisher here with Prospel and Havlat, McEachran, and Rashnik, maybe. Maybe. Click the other. Yeah. So Fisher will go power second unit power play center. Hossa, I'm happy to have him there. Arvidsson, let's get... I know Yashin's a sniper, but he's still an 88 overall center. Same for Bonk. So Yashin here. And probably Fisher there as a two-way forward. Kids unit. I got you. Cheating Hill, on my phone, you can switch from major to minors in the top right corner when in lineups, but not seeing it on your screen. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on my screen either. Oh, is it the... there you go. Figured it out. So special teams will roll like that. NHL, AHL now we know. Thank you. So, yeah, these guys need to be put in here. So best lines. There we go. So Neil, first line center. Chiernik is there too. And we don't really have much in the system at all. We have Markle, and that's about it. So, yeah, for year one, it's not going to be anything too crazy in the AHL. But there we go. Top line, Chris Neil. All right, wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're ready to go. So last episode, we had the season opener against the Atlanta Thrashers. Oh, and by the way, I changed all the logos. You'll notice that I changed all the logos to the actual logos of the 2000-2001 season. Maybe there's a few that I missed. Like, for example, the Minnesota Wild. I couldn't find, like, the current day Wild logo, like that. This one over here. Like, the word, I think, Minnesota Wild is over it in 2000-2001. But I couldn't quite find where to put that. So anyways, like for like 99% of what you would expect here in 2001, the logos have been changed to reflect. So Dallas, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, all of that, which I think is cool. Lineup, roster moves, trade. I think we're ready to get started. I think we've done everything we need to do. Also in numbers, I gave Daniel Alfredsson his number 11. I fixed that. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. All right, so let's get into it. The first game of this episode, starting off on the road against the Carolina Hurricanes after beating the Thrashers 5-2 in the season opener. Now we move into the second game of the season on the road here against the Hurricanes with their different logo as well. And we'll go to play-by-play for this one. Here we go. Let's get started. Running through at the ×1 speed. Who's going to open up the scoring after that big game one of the season opener? Hurricanes come out first as Jeff O'Neill opens up the scoring. Of course he does. Jeff O'Neill. All right, power play goes nowhere. 5 minutes left in the first period. Power play for the Hurricanes killed off again, and now we'll move into the second period down by 1. We're staying with it. Shots 15-12 for the Hurricanes. Power play for the Hurricanes again, once more killed off as we have 8 penalty minutes there too. They're 0 for 5 on the power play. Final 5 minutes, of this one now in the second period. And we are scoreless. No, it's Wade Redden getting, and then 2. How about that? Wade Redden scores twice. And now a third goal. Martin Havlat starts off the third period, puts us up 3-1 from down 1-0. Wade Redden scores twice in the final minute and a half. Havlat makes it 3-1. Ojelin makes it 3-2, but then now Martin Jelena ties it at 3. Radek Bonk puts us up 4-3, and that'll be the game-winning goal. Radek Bonk, and we win it 4-3. What a comeback from down 1-0, then back tied 3-3. Wade Redden 2 goals, 5 shots plus 1 first star of the game. Radek Bonk with the game-winning goal 2 there. Wow, what an exciting victory. Radek Bonk, you beauty. Oh, Phillips to 4, of course. What am I saying? I forgot to change Phillips to 4. Numbers. Phillips, yeah, what am I saying? Phillips 40. I didn't change him back to 4 after I fixed Alfredsson, but I didn't fix Phillips. Thank you very much. Did data get quieter for anyone else after Redden scored? And does everyone still hear me okay here? I still have the volume set to what it should be for me. And we are 2-0 to start the season. You love to see it. Let's do one more, and then we'll get into the calendar. I just love seeing these games. It's a different way of seeing the games now after all that we've done after we've gone through in EA NHL. So here we go against the Minnesota Wild. Power play for the Wild start, and we're back at the Canadian Tire Center. Is that what was the arena called for the Sens in the early 2000s? Yes. I fixed that. There you go. Down to nothing now. Let me grab a little sip of water there. How far back is the stream, actually? I wonder. Like what I'm in the third period now, and you're at like, okay, yeah, you're not very far behind at all. I know you reminded me yesterday. Down 3-0. West Walls, NHL 07 Thrashers legend. Alexei Yashin scores his first goal back since his year of hiatus. After sitting out for 1999-2000, he's back, and that's his first goal since. West Walls adds one more late, and we dropped that one 4-1, our first loss. It happens. The Coral Center, is that what it was? Wow. Whoa, what happened here? Wade Redden out 55 days with a shoulder injury. Why am I not getting notified of that? And there it is. 1 month recovery. Wade Redden out. Oh my goodness. That's brutal. Anyone interested in the trade blocks? We'll check that out. Smash the TV, man. All right. So Chris Phillips moves up to the top pair with Jason York. Kravchuk moves up with Salo. And Shane Knighty will play third pair here with Ratchenek with the red chemistry, sadly. Shane Knighty comes in. Thankfully, it's not the longest injury in the world, but that's disappointing. Yeah, trade blocks. Is there? I forget. Is there a trade block thing, or I have to go to just trades inbox? Is this just about the injury? No, draft preview, October update. Thank you. Trades block. There it is. Trade block. That's our block. League block. Here we go. Wow, Luke Robitaille. I forgot that he was still in the league. Luke Robitaille in the block over in Los Angeles. Oh, boy. Trevor Linden, Phil Housley, Steve Stais, Kevin Weeks. Wow. Like if I were to say, okay, now we need a new left D. Like, this is Marc Bergevin? Oh, I want Marc Bergevin. You know me, again, everybody. You know I like Bergevino. Marc Bergevin. With negative value. I wonder what the Blues would want to give us to take Bergevin off their hands. Hey, Ryan, welcome to the stream. If I say Marc Bergevin, I want Marc Bergevin. Autocomplete, what can you give me? A 5th round pick to take him on? I think we got to do it. I wouldn't mind having a 7th defenseman on our team now. Worst case, we'll put him on waivers once Wade Redden is back. We need a new 7th D, and we get him for free. We do the Blues a favor. They need cap space or something, I guess. We do them a favor for a 5th round pick. Slam dunk. We need to add at least one asset. I will give you... we don't really have any assets to add. That's the problem. It's only a 1-year contract. It's going to be expiring. Unless I give you Kravchuk, and then now you give me another defenseman with Bergevin. Bryce Salvador. And take the 5th out. Could I give you Igor Kravchuk, who's 34? But it's an 82 for an 80, that's why. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had to give a contract. Oh, then forget it. I'm not giving you Kravchuk. Remove. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. So give me the 5th. I'll give you a 7th. Tyler, see you later. We'll be back later to finish. Go Sens. Don't forget to send me that email as well, Tyler. So here's the 7th. I can't just do it for future consideration. I have to give you something back. Now, if I take out the 5th, now what can I get from you? A 4th. Okay. So I upgrade a 7th for a 4th, and we get Marc Bergevin for free. There we go. Trade complete. Bienvenue, Monsieur Bergevin. Let's go back to... I got to get comfortable with which button is where. Lineup. Marc Bergevin is going to be a healthy scratch. And there you go. Love to see it. Now, if we go to the depth chart, I want to see Bergevin here. Bergevino. There he is. That beautiful, beautiful face. Look at that face. Oh, man. I love it. Awesome. That's exactly the kind of move that we need to do there. He'll throw into the puck into his own net and cost us the game. Classic. All right, so we get him for free. We upgrade a 7th for a 4th. I won't say no to that. And then we put him on waivers later on if we have to do that. So now let's go to the calendar. Let's get some simulation done for real. What do we want to go see? Maybe the Maple Leafs in a few weeks. We'll skip over the first game against them. Let's just start simming and see what happens. You traded for him. You may as well play him on the left over 90. True. We'll give it a few. I'll give it a few games for 90, and then we'll go back. Wade Belak also on waivers. Oh, hold on. Right side. Wade Belak. Rest in peace. I wouldn't mind claiming Wade Belak here, actually. And then I'll just put 90 down or something. Let's advance a day. Why is it invalid? Edit lines. Because the power play, is that why? Special units? Well, there you go. So here we're going to go ahead and call in, I guess Arvidsson can come to the lineup. Oh my goodness. Arvidsson there. And then I'm going to switch him with Havlat. On the penalty kill, Phillips will go there. Kravchuk, York, I suppose Salo. And there you go. Sammy Salo, time to shine. If you're unsure what it is, the 9 okay, gotcha. All these names are going to be great, yes. Let's try and get Wade Belak. All right, let's advance another day. Marian Hossa, what? 2-week recovery? Oh my goodness. Another injury I have to go and set lines for now. Oh my goodness. All right. Arvidsson's going to move up. Zamuner's going to move up. And White will join the lineup. And then again, special units. We'll bring in, okay, Daigle, your time to shine. And penalty kill. Zamuner is going to come in. Sheesh. And the dominoes begin to fall. There you go. When do I hear on Wade Belak? Not yet. Okay. Let's advance another day. I'm not seeing anything on Wade Belak. How long does it take? Let's advance to this game against the Phoenix Coyotes. 4-3 win. So, I don't know. Did we not get him? Oh, claimed by the Predators. Okay, so we got claimed by the Preds. Gotcha. Yeah, HL, we have to turn the slider down if that's going to be how things start to happen. Okay, let's keep on simulating and see whenever we get what Hossa back. No, I'm gonna turn the slider down. I'm gonna turn the slider down. Oh my goodness! Now I have to call somebody up. No, a 6-day injury. Daigle moves up. White goes here, and now I have to call someone up. Is that what I have to do? No, hold on. Let's make another trade with someone who has negative value again. Just a little 70 overall guy or something. Oh my God. Do I like this better than NHL 25? It's very different. I can't say I like it better yet. I need to play more. But there's definitely things that this game has that NHL 25 doesn't, which I like a lot. Sorting by overall. Well, actually sort by trade value. Who's like a 79 or something we can grab over here? Right wing. Actually, yeah, give me left wing, right wing, and center. Who's a decent overall? Nobody. Lee's the best. Sean Thornton. I don't really want to trade for him. I want to get an asset by doing this. So here we go. Lee. We're going to trade for Lee. Chris Neal, get up here, big boy. I thought we were trying to not be good. Trying to not be good without selling. I don't know. I wouldn't mind being good. I know we want Jason Spezza, but I kind of wouldn't mind being good if we could be good. Rick Lee. What can I get for you? No trade found. Can we swap 7ths? A 7th in 2022? for a sixth in 2020. No, I'll give me a sixth in 2022 instead. Hold on, my phone's doing weird things. Okay, a seventh this year for a sixth, a seventh next year for a sixth next year, and give me Rick Lee. Can we do that? Okay, thank you. I almost start calling up players and causing problems. Rick Lee, get in there. And then the special teams. Oh my goodness. I'm very close to calling it and moving that slider down. Whatever. Yashin and Bonk. Okay, back to the calendar. It says I'm live. I feel like I'm 30 seconds behind. Well, I'm reading that now, but maybe I didn't see it exactly. Value is in their favor. You probably could have gotten a fifth. True, maybe. But I don't want to cheese the game for a random injury that I'm not too concerned. I'm going to put the guy in waivers in 2 days anyways. Okay, and that's it. And that's it. Settings. Where are the injuries? Injuries. Frequency. But they're already so low. They're going even lower now. I'm going to turn them off next. Okay. Line up again. Okay, host is back in 1 day. We can't do just 1 day, huh? No, Marc Bergevin's coming as a forward. Congratulations, Marc Bergevin. Oh, I can't. Oh, why can't I put him? All right, I'm going to call up Whitaker. Nelson Whitaker, congrats. Nelson Whitaker, fourth line. Aside from that, best lines. We'll fix it when everybody's healthy, because now I'm going crazy here. Just sign someone in free agency. True, but I want to be someone who I can just put on waivers tomorrow as well. Okay, best lines in the AHL. Facing off against Dallas. Mike Fisher's healthy. Best lines. Let's get a couple more players healthy. But okay, now host is back too. Edit lines. Here we go. Best lines. We're gonna go like, where's because McEachran's out. That's why. So we're gonna go like this. There you go. And in 13 days, we'll get back to normal. Okay. So a 4-2 loss, 4-3 win, 3-2 win, 3-1 win, 4-1 loss, 4-3 win. Let's keep on going. I'll contact your business email shortly because I wanted to do like the interview style collaboration on NHL games. Yes, I remember that. Oh yeah, I'd be happy to. Let me know. 4-3 win, 6-2 win, 5-3 loss. Let's keep on going towards McEachran being healthy. The Blue Jackets want Chiernik and a second for Linus Odeline. Tempting, but I will dismiss it. 3-2 win against the Canadiens. 4-2 loss there. Okay. When McEachran, 1 more day. All right. Just give me 1 more day. Okay. We're 9-5-1. 9-6-1. Sorry. 6-2 loss there against the Oilers. Okay. Lineup. Best lines. Roster moves. Lee, move him down. Send him to the AHL. Thank you. Dagler's there. Best lines. McEachran, Yashin, Alfredsson. Havlat, Bonk, Arvidsson. No. Havlat, Bonk, Hossa, Arvidsson, Fisher, Prospel. And we said Dagler's going to go here. Phillips and Salo. Already up to an 85 is Chris Phillips. 90's up to an 81. And I'll leave up to an 85. So there's some growth already. And special teams, I'll let the special teams be. And just the centerman actually need to change. Arvidsson, I'm going to put Yashin, we said. And Zemuna, we said we're going to put Fisher. And for the centers here too. But Bonk over here. Okay. What's up here in the mail? Recent surges in performance by these guys, plussing an overall. Nice. +2 for Sammy Salo. You love to see it. Prospect report, 12 points in 8 games from Chiernik. That's very nice. Markle's doing well. And did Whitaker go back down? If I look at the AHL lineup. And hold on. Best lines. Where is Whitaker? Whitaker. He's on my AHL lineup. No, it's just White over here. Where's Whitaker? I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Calendar. Oh boy. Let's go see. Who do we want to go see? Let's go see the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's host the Maple Leafs on November 26th of the year 2000. So assuming it's very quick, 4-2 loss, 3-2 win. Sorry, that was already done. 3-1 loss, 4-3 overtime loss, 3-0 loss, 4-3 win. Okay, we're 10-8-2. We definitely need Wade Redden back. Let's go see this game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alfredsson leading the team in goals right now, in assists, in points, 24 points from Alfredsson at the moment, leading the way. Let's do it. What are the standings? We can see on the right side during simulation, but we'll check it back in a moment. Voice is already going a little bit from today. I had a busy day. A little spruits of water. Gary Roberts scores his 14th. Then Hoagland makes it 2-0 Leafs. 2 goals on 8 shots here in the first period. Power play Ottawa to start the period. That's killed off. And there you go. Daniel Alfredsson with his 12th. The team leader for the Leafs and the Sens both score a goal apiece. Roberts scores for them. Alfredsson scores for us. We're down by 1 a little over halfway through this game. Shots are pretty even. Power play for the Sens. That's killed off. And now 2-2. There's Mike Fisher leading into giving us a tie game going into the third period. He scores with under a minute left in the second. 2-2 game here in the third. Anyone's game with halfway through, as we're now halfway through. Power play Maple Leafs. We kill it off. 2-2 game into the final 5 minutes. Do we have a hero late? We're off to overtime. What do we have here? What is over? Do they have it as 5-on-5? The Maple Leafs win 3-2. Berezin scores in overtime. I'm not sure how the game has it in HLM. I don't know if they do 3-on-3 or what. Sundin Apple, yeah. Love to see the names. So we get the overtime loss in that one. November update here. Svitov +5, Giordano +8. Jason Spetz has dropped down 2 spots in the draft. Kovalchuk down a couple spots as well. Mike Komisarek up 18. Where's Dallas Johnston? Did I pass his name? Let's go to the prospects here. From Switzerland. There he is. Dallas Johnson ranked 32nd right now. The game has Bard's eye injury in there. Who's that? That's going to have to drop about 10 more at the rate we're going. All right. Back to the calendar. So we are 10-8-3, fourth in the division right now. Alfredsson with 25 points, Yashin with 21. 15 more days, and we have a little bit of a break here. Hey, I'm all the way at the top. I was going to say, what's that break for? Where are we? What day is it? Okay, there it is. So 2 more weeks pretty much for Wade Redden. We'll go see Redden's return when we are in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. All those games going on against at the bottom are 3-2 wins, 6-5 OT loss. Pleased to announce the successful completion of Antoine Vermette's training program. Good. When we played the Leafs, one of their injuries was Brian Vermette's eye when he almost lost. Oh, it's like a real world injury that's being applied. I see. So what's up next here? What do we want to train next? We just got Antoine Vermette trained up. Do we want to work on anything else? Maybe Radek Bonk? He's been doing well so far this season. But do we want to spend like 400 days on that? Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. Sort by age here. Do we go back to Vermette again even? We could do that. Could go back to Vermette. We did the passing. Now we could do shooting. Could do that. Why not? And yeah, we have one more spot open here, but we have no one else to train. That's the problem. In the AHL. Most improved, Chris Phillips +2. Lovely. Ren should be back. Actually, we play the Penguins 3 consecutive, what is it? Are those Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? Is it 3 consecutive Wednesdays? And Wade Redden is healthy. Let's do it. Let's get him back in this lineup finally. So Redden will go top pair. Phillips there. There you go. Actually, no, Ratchnik will stay there. Can I see their stats? Yes, I can. 94 points in 24 games. Thanks for filling in. Now we're going to go back to Wade Redden, who had 3 points in 3 games. Bergevin now is extra. We'll have to go on waivers. So roster moves. Bergevin, move him. Waiver eligible. I doubt he gets claimed, but if he does, that's not a problem. And actually, he has to go through waivers, so we won't know just yet. 90 the scratch. White the scratch there. No points in 12 games for him. Degler 6 and 27. That's nice. Okay. We should be good to go. Actually, Wade Redden. Hold on. Wade Redden. So Salo. Okay, so Redden's already here. So I'll put Redden there on that first unit. Okay. Yeah. And on the penalty kill, Redden goes there. And there you go. All right. Pretty sure he made it through based on the success that he popped up on the bottom. Oh, true. Okay. That's great then. All right, let's go see this game with Wade Redden back in the lineup. Let's do it against the Pittsburgh Penguins with those beautiful, beautiful jerseys and that logo. Wade Redden, welcome back. And the Penguins score early. 3 minutes in, Peterson scores. Oh, all right. Lalime is not really doing it for me, I got to say. Patrick Lalime. I know it's not like fair to him, but I remember growing up, whenever like my brother or my dad or I, whenever we used like an example of a really bad goalie, like, wow, like he's letting in goals like fill in the blank, it was always Lalime. I don't know why, like one game that we were watching, Lalime must have had a bad night and it stuck for years. So always in my head, I think of Lalime as being like Red Light Rasico. Straka, Yager, Lemieux, we're getting lit up here by the Penguins, despite outshooting them 25-23. We're losing 4-0 here against the Pens. Ugly night here in Pittsburgh as we're about to get shut out by who? Power play Ottawa to end the game. Nope. 4-0 the final as Garth Snow has a 30 save shutout. Yager takes 10 shots. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got eaten up there. Giving us a record now of what? 12, 11, and 5. Yeah. I'm not saying we'd have to make the playoffs and win the cup or anything, but I just want to know what our status is. That's what I want to know. The lean performance. I'm not impressed with your performance. All right, let's just get simming. This is December 11th. Let's go to the year 2001. Let's sim the rest of December. That was a big 10-4 win there. Stillman for Vermette and Fisher. Great offer, but I don't want to move two of those young pieces right now. Chris Neal, let's go to player development. His defensive awareness went up. That's great. Let's go back to it. Chris Neal, right back to work. Let's see. We did defensive awareness. Let's go to... May as well go to shooting. And you know what? Now that Bergevin's in the AHL, we can train Bergevin for 865 days to be right defenseman. Or sorry, to work on his... I can't even work on his attributes. It's just who he is as a player. All right, never mind. Back to it. Where are we here? We said we wanted to go to... Where are we? That is one thing that could be fixed here. I always find I'm lost here on the calendar. Okay, so World Junior Edition. Here we go. Get ready to cheer loud. Ottawa Senators stars are gearing up to leave their mark on the world stage in the upcoming 2000 World Juniors. Vermette and Giroux are both playing for Team Canada while Volchenkov plays for Russia. Let's go to the tournaments here. 5 points in the first game there from Chistov. There's Danny Heatley, Alex Ovechkin, Ilya Kovalchuk. Wow, 2 points in the first game, though, for Giroux. That's nice. And 2 for Volchenkov. Very good. Again, where are we? There, against the game against the Flames. We're 14, 11, and 6. Ending off the month with a 2-0 shutout and a 3-1 win. We are 17, 14, and 6. Let's go back to the inbox here. What's up? What is up? Prospect report in December. 37 points in 22 games down in Belleville for Chiernik. Chris Neal, 25 points in 22 games. Awesome. Markle, 1.92 goals against average, 933 save percentage. Giroux, 38 points in 18 games in the QMJHL. Chris Kelly, 36. Volchenkov, 9 points in 19 games in the KHL. Very good. Chris Phillips is up to an 86 overall. Awesome. And Norm Markle's up to an 82. Might be better than Hermie as a backup already. And then the updates. Oh, Jason Spezza back to number 1 right now. As Mike Komisarek still set a plus 18 there. Dan Hamuse, blah, blah, Marcel Gotch, Philippe Lamoureux, RJ Umberger, Colby Armstrong. All right. How's that? Have to look at scouting at all? What's up in scouting? That would be where my staff. Scouts, they're doing all that. Very good. Maybe I let them do that for a little bit. Maybe I should auto assign them now. When I do franchise, I always have the youngest players I can get and develop. Sure, that's not a bad way to approach it either. I'm going to say auto assign from here on out. So I gave them until January doing what I asked them to do. Now I'll let the computer do auto for the rest of the way. All right, January 1st. So the tournament's going to, I don't know when the tournament is going to be done for the World Juniors. Let's sim a few more days into the year 2001. A lovely year. Let's see. Michael Nylander for Tiernick and Havlat. Wow, I will dismiss, but interesting. 5-2 win there against the Canadians. Scrolling down to tournaments. World Juniors, what's up over here? Giroux, 5 points in 3 games. 3 games been played. Kovalchuk, 11 points in 4 games. Wow. Back to the inbox. Recent improvements as Lalim is shining up to an 86 overall. Okay, good. Prospect report. Chris Neal, 29 points. Actually, no, 48 points in 38 games from Chris Neal. Awesome. Let's go maybe to the 8th. We'll go through the game there against the Sabres. 1-0 shutout from Patrick Laine up to an 86 overall. Awesome. We are now in 2nd place in our division. Alfredsson, 44 points. We're 19, 14, and 6. Down to tournaments again. How are things looking here? 4 games been played. I just don't want to miss out on anything big. Actually, I can see games over here. The 11th. 14-2 US versus Denmark. Whoa. 11-5 Czechia versus Denmark. Denmark getting roughed up a little bit there. All right, so let's keep on going to like the 12th or 13th, 14th, something in that range. I want to click a button and it brings me to where I am on the calendar. That's what I want. So let's go to the 13th at least. Buffalo, after we beat them 1-0. Chris Kelly, let's go back to him as he's done his defensive awareness. Should we work on Chris Kelly again? Or maybe Giroux? He only has 4th line potential, but he has crazy numbers down there in the AHL. Sorry, in the QMJHL. What can we work on for Giroux? I mean, he's not going to grow unless we work on him. So let's do some shooting. Why not? 90 days, see what happens. Yeah, Chiernick's a machine down there. Why is Markle being coached for 1,428 days? Yeah, whatever. Okay, where are we now? It's the 9th. Let's go to the 14th. As after we shut out the Sabres 1-0, then we get shut out 1-0. And now Chiernick again. We can go back to working on him. Let's go to passing for him. He's a sniper, but yeah, let's work on passing. 90 days. Again, where am I? I keep losing my spot there. 6-4 win, 4-1 win, 1-0 overtime. And that's crazy. We played the Buffalo Sabres 3 times in 7 days, and all 3 games result in a 1-0 score, with 2 of those 3 being 1-0 wins in our favor. That's crazy. We're 22, 15, and 6. Let's go back to the tournaments again. World Juniors, how are we looking here? Games. Elimination. Whoa! Russia beats Czechia 15-1. Oh my goodness. What are the stats looking like now? Kovalchuk, 18 points in 5 games. Do we start thinking about extensions? We could. If we were to contracts here. Yeah, we could definitely start thinking about that. Yeah, let's send out a few. Why not? Let's take this moment to send out a few. Alexei Yashin, I'm ready to commit long to Alexei Yashin. 8-year deal on him. We can bring it down to 3.25. High interest is usually good, right? Let's start with 3.25 for 8 years on Alexei Yashin. How do we think about that? I'm not going to go too crazy on these. If we have a general consensus, I'm going to say let's do it. Well, I'll grab a little sip here. Yashin, Alfredsson, Hossa, Redden. It doesn't tell us expiring UFA or RFA, though, huh? That's the one thing. He wants 8 for 3.393. I'll give him 2.522. How low can you go before it turns yellow? It was 3.152, about 100K. So we'll try 3.252. Daniel Alfredsson, the captain, will go 2 years as well. What if you get rid? Oh, I didn't realize that there was a modified no trade clause off. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that had something. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that there was a clause attached because I didn't put it myself. I'm sorry about that. All right, I'll be mindful moving forward. So Daniel Alfredsson, what could we do on him? We got to pay him more than Yashin, I would think. Let's give him 3.65 for 8 years to commit to the captain. Let's do that for Daniel Alfredsson. Marian Hossa. It was a 5-team. Okay, it's not the worst. Not the craziest thing then. Same thing on Hossa. Can we go 8 years on Hossa? He would want big money, right? 8 by 3.879. If we do 3 years, he's only wanting 3 million. So yeah, let's do 3 years on Hossa. Let's go 3 years at 2.9 on Hossa. Wade Redden. What do you want, Wade? Again, he wants 2 years. So let's give him his 2 years at 2.7. I've already told Data my thoughts privately, but they're now public. Alfie, Phillips, and Neil need to stay the entire series. We will do our best. Radek Bonk, you're 25. He wants a 10-team no trade list. No, I'm giving you no trade clause, Radek Bonk. I want no trade. No, I want no trade clause. I want nothing. There you go. He wants 5 years. He's 25. I can go 6 years even. 6 years at 2.6 on Radek Bonk. Yeah, we can do that. PTO. Oh, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind PTOs being a part of the game. That would be very interesting. Chris Phillips is developing well. He really wants 4 years, though, eh? Okay, I'll give him his, 3 years. I'll give him his 3 years at 1.75. And Patrick Lalime might be the last one we do here. He's 26 now. I wouldn't mind kind of committing to Patrick Lalime, and it gets cheaper the longer we go. So 6 years brings him to 32, and it's tradable with no clause. Yeah, why not? Lalime's doing okay. 6 years at 1.65. All right. I think I'll stop there for the time being. Maybe Havlat, but then we'll stop. Havlat, he wants, 2 years. Let's bring it down to 850. All right. I missed 55 minutes of the stream. It's so over. I'm a fraud. It's all right, Dabrowski. Welcome aboard. Alex, I missed a good chunk on this one. Barely late than ever. Yeah, no, not at all. We're only in January. Still lots to go. All right, so we sent out a bunch of offers. I just hate that I have to always keep scrolling to where I am in the calendar. Let's see what those answers are. I'm sure, there you go. Everyone accepting. Lovely. Great news for the future of this team. 4-2 win against the Flyers. We're 23-15-6. What's up in the inbox here? Draft preview in January. Spezza drops from 1 to 3 now, going up and down, up and down. Kovalchuk, I'm surprised he's not number 1 with what he's doing in the World Juniors right now. Because if we look in the World Juniors, we see that Kovalchuk has 18 points in 5 games. What's going on here? Semifinal, USA, Russia. Canada beat Finland. So it's going to be Canada versus US or Russia in the final. Back to the calendar. Sim a few more days. 2 more games there against Boston and Anaheim. 4-2 loss and 4-0 win. Okay. I just want to see the World Juniors. Games. It will be, US beats Russia 8-0. What? So US versus Canada in the 2001 World Junior Finals. Anybody have stats on the real world 2001 IHF final? All right, and then let's just sim and see what the results end up being. Canada versus US. Who's going to win the World Juniors? Antoine Vermette is done his shooting. Let's go back to player development. Let's keep on him. Vermette is going to be one of the future pieces of our core. Vermette. Do you do shooting again? Or let's move to offensive awareness now. Or, maybe some defensive. Yeah, let's go to shot blocking so he can be a good two-way guy when needed. Czechia beat Finland for gold. Thanks. So neither of those finalists end up making it. This is what, the All-Star game? Awesome. Let's see what happens at the All-Star game. Okay, so Canada won. There you go. Raise a toast as Canada emerges victorious. Their exceptional skills and teamwork have etched a memorable chapter in the annals of sports history. Here's how our players performed in the tournament. So 8 points in 7 games from Giroux, 8 points in 7 games from Volchenkov, and 4 points in 7 games from Vermette, as Giroux and Vermette are world junior champions. What else can we see here at the tournament? Canada, US, Russia for the medals. Austria promoted. Denmark relegated. Kovalchuk was tournament MVP. That's fun. Austria gets promoted. Yes. Interesting. Always fun to see. Chris Higgins down with Team USA was their best scorer. Canada beat Sweden for bronze in there. And Kazakhstan was involved too. Huh. Okay, All-Star game. As we lose 5-3 against the Canucks. Start the All-Star game. Is there anything we can see? Am I missing anything at the All-Star game that it shows you? I don't think so, eh? So let's click on this. Start All-Star game. Here we go, the All-Stars. Can we see who's on the team here? Stats. Yes, Eastern All-Stars. Who made it? Daniel Alfredsson made it. There you go. Alfie with 51 points on the year so far in 48 games. Daniel Alfredsson is a part of the team. And that's it. All right, so we have one All-Star. That's nice. And let's sim it. And 7-1 Eastern All-Stars win. Whew. Wow. Big win for the East. Exit. And calendar. Okay, let's start moving towards like the deadline probably. Let's do most of the month and see where that brings us. Francis Bouillon on waivers. What? Francis Bouillon. Do we claim him and then we have to send down who? Shane Knighty? But Bouillon, he has some potential to him. Hey, ben voyons, ouais, Francis. I'm going to put in a claim for Francis Bouillon. Let's see what happens. Ouais, Francis. A couple of these guys on waivers. No, and Lightning. The Lightning got Bouillon. Too bad. All right, dismiss. Mike Fisher's done his passing. Very good. I'll go back to Fisher again. Fisher, let's go to shot blocking on him. And let's keep simming. We're 5-5-0 in our last 10. We're 15th in the NHL. All right, let's do it. 26, 20, and 6 is the record at the moment. I can't really tell where we are, though. Luke Robitaille. Whoa, being offered to us. I don't think we want to move Volchenkov and Vermette, though. But just how about that? Luke Robitaille being offered to us. Wow, Can we see Luke Robitaille's... No, we can't, eh? I can't click on his stats or anything? No, we're not going to do it. But just to say, what an offer. Offered a living legend. Martin Havlat's done his passing. Good. Now is where I think we'll start Havlat on trying to get him to be a left wing, right wing. Yeah, it's going to take 193 days, but it'll be worth it. So right wing eligible for Martin Havlat is up next. Maybe on desktop, click and hold. I don't know. Dackel, fractured hand. So we'll best lines it and White will play there. Sorry, man. Volchenkov passing is up. Very good. Volchenkov's at a +3 on the year right now. Love that. We haven't been doing much for Chris Kelly, though. We got to get him doing a little something. Shooting, passing, defensive, offensive awareness, hitting. Let's keep going on the offensive things. And let's go up to shooting again. Back to the well. I tried the right click. We're 29, 21, and 7. So I make that 32, 22, and 7 now with those victories coming in. Inbox, what's up here now? Prospect report for February. Thank you. 85 points from Chiernik. 71 points in 52 games from Chris Neal. Oof. Markle's doing incredible things with his 942 save percentage. Recent improvements. Wade Redden's up to an 88. Volchenkov 76. Rachunik up to an 84. And Jason Spetz is still ranked 3rd in the draft. Back to the lineup here. How are people looking? So they put York. Actually, I'd rather have York, I think, top pair, right? Let's look at stats. Salo's been doing well, but I thought we wanted York in that top pair with Redden. Is that not what we wanted at a certain point? But Salo's been doing well there. I don't know if I want to mess with a good thing. Degler can also go here. I don't know if I want to mess with that. And McEachran and Hossa go here. I have to lock everybody. Lock. Don't move. Okay. 3 shoutouts from Leem. All right, back to the calendar. We're getting close to the trade deadline now. Let's do another week and a bit. Which gets us now to a 34, 23, and 7 record. Valerie Bure for a first. Valerie Bure we'll have to think about what we're trying to do here at the deadline. Brett Hedekin for Volchenkov. No, that one I'm going to say no to, absolutely. So here we are. So we're a couple days away from the deadline. We are 35, 23, and 7. You know, things are looking okay here in Ottawa. If we go to the team standings, especially. So in the standings in the Eastern Conference right now, for the conference, we currently sit 5th in the conference. Points-wise, 77. Yeah. In the entire NHL, where are we? We are 9th in the NHL right now. Conference division. The playoffs is just the top 8, correct? Is that how the format was back in 2000, if I'm not mistaken? So, yeah, 68 points. I think we're pretty much locked into the playoffs. Not locked. I think we have a very good chance at the playoffs. We're 2nd in our division. The Bruins are just 5 points ahead. Do we want to look at buying? And if we are buying, then what are we buying? Let's look at our stats over here. Lineup roster. Where's it go? Player stats is right there. So Daniel Alfredsson right now, 68 points in 65 games. Yashin, 55. Radek Bonk, 45. McEachran, 43. Where's the ice time? Here it is. Ice time's on this side here. Wade Redden's a machine, playing 28.5 minutes per night, and he has 29 points in 41 games. He's on like a 50. He's on close to it. He's on a 60-point pace, 58-point pace. That's crazy. Host has got 40. Havlat, 42. Havlat, 42 points, playing 15, 14 per night even. Salo, Prospel, Phillips. Like Mike Fisher with 8 points in 63 games is likely where we could see like some third-line scoring, I think, would go a long way. As White has 0 points in 20 games. Make Mike Fisher the 4th-line center just for the playoff push. Maybe a 3rd-line center is the move here. We have Bonk, we have Yashin. I'm thinking 3rd-line center, ladies and gentlemen. I could see a 3rd-line center move for us. So who's on the block? Looking in the league here. Centers who are on the block here in the NHL. Sorting by overall. Michael Nylander, but they have a fair deal of value. Castles is an 85. Ronning, West Walls, two-way forward. Maybe Ronning, Castles, or Nylander. And no, long click doesn't do anything here. So yeah, view profile. Michael Nylander, what's he up to this season? Nylander has 40 points in 46 games. He's 28. Expiring contract, of course. His son, the Nylanders, William Nylander, 4 years old. How can it go in the yellow and they still accept? What do you mean? Which trade are you referring to there? That's Michael Nylander. Ronning, what's up with Ronning? Cliff Ronning, 56 points in 64 games from him. 35 years old. Father of Ty Ronning. 0.88 points per game. Nylander is at 0.87 points per game. How's like Corsi stuff? He's in a 48.5 Corsi. 48.5. Ronning is 48.4. And who is left? Castles. Castles 42. Yeah, he's last on the points, 0.66. But of course, he's higher at 53.0. Andrew Castles. Tough questions here. Was just watching the Flames game. I miss anything big? Well, we're at the trade deadline and things are going well. That's what's up so far. Who would you be playing any acquisition with? It would be third line with who? Prospel and Arvidsson, I believe. Would we be looking at a rental or more of a multiple year piece? The age difference between Nylander and Ronning. I'd probably a rental because I think Mike Fisher's our long-term third line center. I just want to bump Fisher down to the fourth line for the time being. So I think our long-term centers are Yashin, Bonk, Fisher. I don't think I want to keep Mike Fisher as a fourth line center. I'd like to have just a quick little rental here probably. So trade value wise, Nylander would be the hardest to acquire. Castles and Ronning are both playmakers. Ronning is better defensively, but we need a little bit of offense there. Sorry, Castles is better defensively. Yeah, I do lean Ronning, I think, as well. If we look at a trade with the Predators, who have him on their block, autocomplete would be, yeah, I'm not trading you Volchenkov, though. That's crazy talk. What kind of draft? I'm not going to trade our first, but let's say if I give a first, and also, sorry, I always forget. If I give, hold on. Okay, so the one who has the more color, the bigger bar means you're getting a better deal. So if I give you a first, you're getting a better deal. So if I give you a second, I'm getting the better deal. So a second and what? A second and 2/3? A second, a third this year, and a third the year after. Crazy to see these kid kind of numbers on long-term contracts, locking up stars for today's third line money. Tell me about it, eh? Is there anyone we can toss in here instead of giving all these picks? Maybe take off the 2021 third and make it a 2023 third. A second this year, a third next year, and a third the year after. Or a fourth the year after instead. Play around with the trade value a little. A second, a third, and a fifth even. Yeah, we could try that. Did I say 2020? Sorry, yeah, we're ways away. We're in the 2000s. A second, a third, a second this year, a third next year, and a fifth in 2 years. What do we think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Or maybe we do a second next year instead, and a third this year. That is even more value for you. How about just a second and a third then? Or change the third for a fourth, you're saying? A second next year and a fourth this year. Let's try that for a trade offer and see what they say. Trade offer, what do you say to this? Trade decline, forced trade. No, okay. So let's move that fourth into a third. So a second next year. Or do we give a fourth and like a sixth type of thing, you know? We have 2 fourths. That's true. We got the fourth from St. Louis. So what if I give you my fourth next year, a second and a fourth next year, and a sixth this year, a second, a fourth, and a sixth? What do you say to this? Trade declined. A 5th this year, and a 2nd and a 4th next year. A 2nd, a 4th, and a 5th. How about that? Yes, trade accepted. Welcome Cliff Ronning to Ottawa. A 2nd, a 4th, and a 5th for Cliff Ronning to get in here. They call us pretenders, but we're 35, 23, and 7, and we are not going to go gently in year number 1. Imagine year 1 a cup run. It could be. It could be. Trade picks this year while your scouts aren't great. True. Yeah, well, the third, it was negligible, I think. So now if we go to our lineup, Ronning comes in as 3rd line center, Fisher 4th line center, White as 13th forward, and Dackel's injured. So there you go. That's it. Done. That's our big deadline move, ladies and gentlemen. Cliff Ronning, welcome to Ottawa. Let's lock those in. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Done. Lock. All right, let's keep on going. Cliff Ronning, we got a rental here in Ottawa. We give up some picks. We're a high-end team, and we're not going to squander an opportunity that might be there. So going through the game here against the Capitals. Woo, 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 woo. Imagine Teemu Selanne for Vermette and 2 firsts from Anaheim. Wow, is that tempting? Oh, yeah, of course. He might make sense on the power play. Yeah, let's put Ronning on the power play, too. I forgot about that. Wow, how about that for an offer from the Anaheim Ducks? Teemu Selanne, imagine. Castles, who we're just thinking about, actually. Giroux in a first? No, I will pass on that. And we shut out the Caps 1-0. How about that? Sorry, I forgot about special teams. Yes. So special teams. Hold on. Redden goes there. Bonk can stay here, I suppose. Who's coming out? Zemuna is going to come out for Ronning, who will go center. Havlat can go there. McEachran there. Okay, that works. Over here, we're going to put Ronning, who's good defensively. And yeah, so Bonk will come off the penalty kill. We'll put Yashin there. Let's swap it around like that. Okay. Are these locks too? Lock, 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 lock everybody in. I like those units. Lock it up. How old Selanne? I hadn't seen. His contract is 1 year. Everyone's on a 1-year contract here in this first year. Selanne. There he is. Look at all those awards. 74 points on the year right now at 30 years of age. Who's the guy? Eetu Selanne. I haven't thought about him. Contract, yeah. 1 year, 1 million, just like everybody else. Going on 31. All right, so here's the trade deadline. Here we are. I don't think we're making any moves here, but just I wanted to enter the Dominic Hasek available. Wow. 94 overall Dominic Hasek. 923 save percentage on the year right now. 36-year-old legend Dominic Hasek. Luke Robitaille, Curtis Joseph. Look at these names. I brought the Trevor Linden's only 30. Wow. Get Hasek early? Yeah, I don't think we're really doing anything here. I just wanted to take a look at the interface and all that. But we're not going to be making any trades here, so I'm okay with exiting the deadline. Can we see league news around here or something? Other trades that were made around the league? I don't think so, eh? League, is that where it is? League? No, that's where the records and stuff. No. I don't think there is, unless I'm missing something. Calendar. Okay, here we go. Let's get towards the end of the year now with this team that we have. Only, what, like 20 games left? Let's go see The Maple Leafs in Toronto for a rivalry game. Oh, trades, then trade history. Okay, I'll go do that in a sec. We're 7-3 in our last 10 games. Chris Neal, let's go back to player development here. Chris Phillips at a +4. Awesome. Chris Neal, let's work on your shot blocking for when I want to make you a penalty kill specialist, Chris Neal. Let's go to, we said trades. Or is that tab not even available anymore after the deadline? Oh, trade history. There you go. Trade history. John Van Beesbrook got traded to Phoenix. Ruchin got traded to Boston. Castles to Detroit. Yannick Perreault, Mike Dunham. Michael Nylander got traded to Edmonton. What else went on here? Curtis Joseph to St. Louis. Back to St. Louis. Wes Walz to Carolina. Trevor Linden to San Jose. Luke Robitaille to Edmonton. Dominic Hasek to Philadelphia for Justin Williams and 2 first-round picks. I love it. And then Ronnie, of course, that deal with us. And there you go. Martin Biron had been traded to Nashville earlier on in the season. Ed Belfour was traded to Pittsburgh. Whoa. That was early. That was like back when we're talking back in September. All right. Back to the inbox. Recent performances from Phillips and from Redden. Redden's at an 89 and Phillips at an 88. Love it. Chernik has 105 points, 58 goals. Chris Neal, 38 goals, 88 points in the AHL right now. Markle's been doing miracles, 27, 3 and 2. What? Giroux, 96 points. Vermette, 66 points. Chris Kelly, 83 points. Valchenko, 33 points in the KHL. It's not like franchise mode where you say, whoa, A+ league, blah, 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 but still. All right, let's start wrapping up this season here. We're almost there. We said the Maple Leafs. Want to go see in Toronto. Rivalry game here. The Leafs are, lower in they're 27, 32, and 9. We're getting close to 40 wins here. Let's do it. They have Gary Roberts. Of course, it's Roberts versus Alfredsson again. Havlat leading our team in goals right now. He's been a machine. Well, I get a little sip of water here. Berezin and Roberts score early within the first 7.5 minutes there. Ty Domi makes it 3-0. Wow. Slow Sim does not seem to like us as of late. Belleville, just a wagon, absolutely. If it goes 4-0, I'm calling it. 3-1. There's Alexei Yashin with his 27th of the year, but then Berezin gets his second, make it 4-1. Shots are tied at 17. Giving up a ton of power plays. Yeah, Leafs 1 for 5 in the power play. Yeah, let's call it a day. And we lose 5-3 as Havlat and Hossa have a little bit of a comeback there in the third period, but not enough as we drop that one by a score of 5-3. Back to the calendar. And let's think about wrapping up the season here. Let's get to the last few games. Let's go see. I don't know. Let's see the last week of 3 games. Let's go see that. Let's go see the Panthers, the Blues, and the Canadians, or so. For Met, more. I love these training sessions. Everyone's working hard. I haven't given much love to Chris Kelly, though. I gotta give a little love to Chris Kelly here. Let's go. I already did defensive awareness on Chris Kelly, so let's go passing. Little love for Chris Kelly, and in 28 days, we'll do something for Vermette. Or in 30 days when Chernik is done even. Oops. Let's see this. So 1-0 win there against the Caps, 1-0 loss, 4-2 win, 5-3 loss, 7-3 win. Dackel is healthy. At an 81 overall, we want him in the lineup, correct? Over Daigle. 10 points in 57 games versus Daigle, 14 points in 76 games. Zmuner has 7 points in 76 games. Are you kidding me? I wonder. Daigle's been doing okay, though. Daigle's been doing okay. Dackel 10 and 57. Zmuner 7 and 76. But he's an 84 overall. It's a bit crazy to take him out. No? My phone's at 5%. That's my second monitor. I need that to stay alive. And Dackel's a winger. If I put him in, it goes to red chemistry. No, if he plays on the right wing, that's okay. So, man, you're not helping me. But hold on. Let's say that's the lineup for a second. Let me go to depth chart here. Just remember, you're an 84 overall, but what are you up to here? You're playing 1140 per night. Corsi's at 55.8. That's solid. Meanwhile, Daigle, what are you up to? Why can I never click on things here? I can only see stats now. Back to the depth chart again. Where are all these buttons? Depth chart. Dackel playing 846 has 10 points in 57 games. 57.5 Corsi. And Daigle playing 856 has 14 points. 56.8 on the Corsi. I mean, they're all okay options. No, I can't right click even. Two-way forward in the bottom six won't produce much offense at all. Yeah, I'm seeing that. I don't want to turn this into a big question, but he is an 84 overall. We should probably been there. I guess I'll take Daigle out. Can I keep two forwards scratch or have to send someone down? What's up here? Kovalchuk's up 1. Spezza's still in 3rd place. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the calendar then. Scroll all the way back down to the bottom again. Go see the last few games of the season. 12-2 win. Look at that 12-2 win there against the Islanders. Oh my goodness. I can keep 2. Gotcha. Okay, 3-1 win, 3-1 loss, 3-1 win. We're 44, 28, and 7. Here we go against the last couple games of the year. Let's sim through the game against the Panthers for win number 45. No, it's a 3-2 loss, it looks like there. 3-2 loss. Yes. Blues. Let's try and get win number 45 against the Blues. We've clinched the postseason, which is great. But now we want to make sure that we get position. Let's go see the Alexei Yashin, 1 goal away from 40. Alfredsson, 2 points away from 90. Here we go against the Blues. Marc Bergevin's old team. I got to keep closing my screen on my phone or else the battery's going to die. I don't have a second monitor to watch the chat. So if I'm not seeing your chat, my apologies. Young scores his 40th to make it 1-0 Blues here in the second period. Sorry, not as late in the first period. Pronger, 47 assists. McInnes, 55 assists. Wow, that was a power play goal. As they are 1-for-1 on the power play now. Ottawa power play goes nowhere. We're 0-for-3 on the power play. Ugly. Power play St. Louis killed off. And now it's 1-1. Yashin scores his 40th. Both Young and Yashin score their 40th of the season. Alfredsson, point number 89 as well. McEachran, his 40th assist too. Power play Ottawa goes nowhere. It's a 1-1 game looking for our 45th win. Power play again. It's Alexei Yashin on the power play from Redden and Alfie, who gets his 90th point. 3-1, Hossa with his 19th, and that'll put it to bed as the Senators win their 45th game of the season. Hermy makes 31 saves. Yashin, 2 goals. Alfredsson, 2 assists. As Yashin hits 40 goals in this one on the season now. Look at the stats. Does it tell me anything like that? Pavel Dimitro's in this game. Wow, legend. 3-1 win, 90 points for Alfie, 41 goals now for Yashin. Let's go to the last game of the season here against the Montreal Canadiens as we host the Habs. And last one here, progress report here, 123 points from Chernik, 108 points from Chris Neal. 33-4-2 is Markle. Giroux, 113 points. Vermette, 80 and 62. Chris Kelly, 107. Volchenkov, 40. Yeah, the kids are doing okay. Last game of the season now here against the Montreal Canadiens. Can we make it a 46-win campaign? And what else can we do for these point totals? I wonder, could Alfredsson hit 60 assists even? Let's see if he can get a couple more in this one. And it's a quick goal from York, assisted by Prospel to start off this one. 1-0 Sens early. 2-0 as Ratchin gets his 8th of the year. Lovely. Let me see here. We've clinched. Chris Neal's a wagon too. Yes, 4-0 already. As Alfredsson does hit 60. Yes. Oh, there's a lot going on here. McEachran gets his 200th career goal. It's 5-0 Senators. McEachran's 200th career goal. Alfredsson got his 60th assist on Yashin's 42nd goal. Dackel scores. Welcome back to the lineup from Phillips and Fisher. 5-0 with 5 minutes to go in the second period. What a great year to end off, a great way to end off the year. Third period action now. Let's just call it a night, and this one ends 7-0. Ratchnuk scores his 9th, now 15th all-time in goals for the Senators. That's because the game didn't put in all the numbers for Senators history. Havlat scores his 34th goal, 7-0 to end the year. Why not? Ratchnuk scores 2 goals and an assist, his 8th and 9th goals of the season. Lalim, 29 save shutout, and Radek Bonk with 3 assists to end off a lovely year one, ladies and gentlemen. Year one here with the Senators in 2000-2001 ends with a record of 46, 29, and 7, 99 points. Wow. Loved it. That nice little route. Yes. And Mike Fisher, though, out for 7 days. Okay. We'll wait for everyone to play game 82. And what a season that is. Marc Bergevin out for 2 months. All right. We'll survive down in the AHL. And Mike Fisher's out for 7 days, too. They haven't played their 82nd game. No, Edmonton didn't. I see that. Let's advance another day. Mike Fisher. Yeah, we know that. So just for the moment, we'll have Daigle sit there. Not a problem. Wonder what Roning's stats are, too. No, we have to advance another day again. Can we see now? No, the Blues haven't played 82 yet. I wonder who we're going to play in the first round. So Alexandre Giroux. He's now available. Now we'll go back to Vermette. Vermette, you can work on, I don't know what now. We've done almost everything. Let's keep, let's up the physicality maybe a bit of hitting, or is it more offensive awareness that matters? Offensive awareness. Did everybody play their last game? No. The Predators still need to play too. Now can we go? Yes, everyone played 82 games. Great. So in the end, ladies and gentlemen, we finish as the 5th best team in the Eastern Conference. So points-wise, no, I don't think it goes by division, I don't think. So the Devils finish atop the Eastern Conference. The Hurricanes make it, yeah, so it was a big division between teams that are making it and teams that aren't. So we finished as the 5 seed. Does that mean that we're playing against the Penguins in round 1? Lemieux, Jagger, and everybody? Oh, boy. In the entire league, we finished 8th best in the NHL, as well as the Avalanche win the President's Trophy with a 53-22-7 record themselves. We finished atop the division, winning the Atlantic, which is great news for us there. Let me go back and check the comments. I can see the comments every so often. Neil had 10 career AHL points. Granted, only played 22 games. Then look at that now. Okay. Okay, so now I want to see the total point leaders. Yes. So Daniel Alfredsson ends with a 92-point season, 32 goals and 60 assists from the captain. Alexei Yashin, after his year off, sitting out due to contract disputes, GM data comes in, brings him back. He scores 42 goals in 79 games after his hiatus. Sean McEachran, 60 points for him. How do you do? Cliff Ronning, let's see, father of franchise mode legend Ty Ronning. Cliff Ronning, oh, what? 3 goals in 17 games? Wow, but we did better with him in the lineup, it looks like. He was a +3, playing 14.39 per night. Corsi had 54.8. That's great. So he was solid defensively. We'll give him that. Oh my goodness, only 3 goals in 17 games. Radek Bonk had 58 points in 82. Marty Havlat, 34 goals and 52 points. I can't wait to get him higher in the lineup. Same for Marian Hossa at 51. The future first line of, I don't know, probably, I don't know, Hossa, Alfredsson, Yashin, and Havlat second line always? I don't know. But yeah, Havlat 15 minutes per night. He could definitely get a little bit more. Wade Redden, 39 in 58. Ratchnik with 33. That was awesome. Salo, 32. Prospel, 31. Phillips, 28. Kravchuk, 24. York, 23. Arvidsson, 22. Daigle, 14 in 76. Dackel, 12 in 63. Fisher, 9 in 80. Zamuner with 7. 90 with 4 in 24. Lee and White both with nothing in 2 and 20 games, respectively. Goaltending, Patrick Lalime. Is that ranked 10th in the league? I don't know what that is. He went, what was his record? Can I see the record on the year? No, just that he had 34 wins. 34 win season from Patrick Lalime with a 2.55 goals against average and a .913 save percentage. Oh, actually, here's the record, 34, 26, and 6. 5 shutouts to boot, as Hermie backing him up went 12-3-1, 2.49 goals against, and a .915 save percentage. Wow. And then down in the AHL, I just want to see what's his name? Maracle, 34-4-3. And Chernik 126 points. Neil 111 points. Who's this? Desjardins. Vernon Desjardins. Vernon Desjardins. How about Lee? We say Rick Lee, who we acquired. 76-point season for him. Oh, man. Rick Lee. And Mark Bergevin, 35 points in 37 games that he played. Yeah, the scoring in the AHL is just very different. Back to the NHL. And there we go. Okay, so we're almost at 2 hours here. Yeah, we'll fly through the playoffs, and then we'll call it there. Alfredsson was 18th in the league in points. Did you decide to transition Hossa from a 2A forward? Yes, we're currently training him to become a sniper. And the record is on the right. Yes, that's what I saw. Yes, I'm looking back at the comments now once in a while to save my 4% battery. So if we look at the entire NHL, the scoring in the holdouts, so Mario Lemieux with 128 points led the league. So if we face the Penguins, the top 3 scorers in the league were on the Penguins, and the next 3 scorers in the league were all on the Avalanche. That's crazy. Lemieux, Yager, Kovalev, then Sakic, Hayduk, Forsberg. What? Whitney, Turgeon, Oates with a high goal scoring season for him, usually just assists. Naslin, Correa, Bondra, Francis. And then there's Alfredsson, 18th in the league in scoring, tied with Zygmunt Palffy. Huh. If we look at just defensemen, 81 points from Nick Lidstrom, McInnes 78, Zubov 75. 2 Kings here, both with over 70 points as defensemen, Blake and Lubomir Wisnowski. That's crazy. And all goaltenders in the league, Patrick Waugh with most wins at 48, going 48, 19, and 4. Olaf Kolzig, Ole the goalie, Brodeur, Osgood, Salo, Richter, all the big names going down there. Dominic Hasek, too. The Flyers acquired him. He got 10 wins and 14 appearances. There you go. Wow, a lot to be excited about. How about just rookies? Rookie goalies, Roberto Luongo. There he is. And rookie scorers, Brendan Morrison with 85 points. Woo! Pavel Demitra, rest in peace. Allison, Wisnowski, Gagne, Daze. Martin Havlat there. 138th in league scoring. He's there in the rookie scoring. Awesome. Is there anything else that I'm missing that we would want to see after a season here? So series format will be season, playoffs, off-season, repeat. No, it's going to be off-season, season, playoffs. But because we already did the off-season last episode, this episode will be, I guess, shorter. Unless I find that like, if it's going to be a 3-hour stream each time, I'm not going to do that. Maybe off-season, then season playoffs, or off-season, season, and then if there are playoffs, we do playoffs. I don't know. But we'll find a way. Okay, so that just about does it for the season now. I don't think there's anything else that we need to see there. Let's keep on advancing and see who we're going to be facing in round 1. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, no. How did they finish in 4th? They're the top 3 scorers in the entire NHL. Oh, no. The Pittsburgh Penguins. This will not be an easy round 1 matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, who have home ice advantage as they had a couple more wins than us. Yes. Oh, boy. Here, let me get the comments back up on the side here. I like that the game gives players similar numbers when their preferred number is taken. Great point as well. Yeah, that's a good thing that I caught too. Goaltending issues? I wonder. They have Ed Belfour. I noticed that. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see their lineup quickly before we get started on the postseason. Shouldn't take us too long. And let's go see the Pittsburgh Penguins. So their lineup, first line, Kovalev, Lemieux, Yager. Second line, Hrdina, Straka, and Lang. Third line, Pellerin, Holzinger, and Miller. Fourth line, Matthew Barnaby with Baranek and Morozov. Defensively, Darius Kasparaitis with Slieger. Ferentz with Laukkanen, and Norton with Bob Bugner. Goaltending, Ed Belfour and Garth Snow. Sheesh. Yeah. They're contenders, but we're pretenders with 2 less wins. Come on. So there we go. That'll be our lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble for Game 1 of the 2001 postseason. Keep in mind, remember, let me just quickly go off this. Yes, I did change Phillips to 4. And, oh, you won your division? Here, have the team that had the 3 top top 3 scorers. Plus, you're on the road. That's how it feels. I just wanted to show. Oh, I forgot to even tweet the episode out. It's too late now. I forgot about that. I just wanted to see the Senators in 2001. What happened to them in the playoffs? Oh, I can't even show you the screen, so I'm already sharing HLM. My bad. But I can tell you, but just by scrolling through it myself, in 2001, the Senators lost in round 1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. They got swept in 4 games by the Maple Leafs in round 1. Great. All right, here we go. Yes. Back to full screen mode. Yes. Okay, here we go. Game 1, round 1 against the Penguins to try and write history a little bit. But at the same time, we're facing a very tough team. So I think there can be some flexibility here. Let's do it. We had a great year. Now we're facing a tough opponent. There we go. It's York scoring early. York gets the first goal of the postseason. Let's be not underdog. Let's pull off the upset here, gentlemen. Come on. We got to hold Lemieux, Yager, and Kovalev in check. At least we did it for 1 period. Oh, no. So it's Sleeger scored. Then Alfredsson answers right back in the power play 57 seconds later. It's 2-1 Ottawa after 20. Pittsburgh power play. We can't be giving those up. Big penalty kill. There you go. But there it is. Pellerin scores a tied at 2. We're all tied up. Shots are 22-24. The Penguins. Second period coming to an end. Third period action. It's 2-2. Dackel down on the 4th line puts us up 3-2. York, Alfredsson, and Dackel, the goal scorers in this one. Dackel with a huge goal there. And we are up by 1. Final 5 minutes of this one. Hang on tight, gentlemen. There you go. Havlat puts it to bed. Marty Havlat and the Sens win 4-2 on the road. Dackel scores the game winner, and Marty Havlat gets one to boot as well, the rookie. Wow, that's a big 4-2 victory. You wouldn't have thought that probably. That's a big one. Coming in hot, co-host Jason York. Wow. Okay, good. So let's keep on going to game 2. Let's keep it rolling. The Penguins are the favorites, as the game says here. Mike Fisher is healthy, so let's put him back on that 4th line. And everything else will stay as is, with Dackel being the hero last game. All right, let's keep it up. Game 2 here in Pittsburgh. With a surprising Game 1 victory, the Penguins will be coming out hot. Power play for the Penguins early is killed off right away. Power play Sens killed off in turn. Shot 8-3 for the Sens, but an early goal. That's Sleeger's second goal in as many games. Holzinger scores on the power play, and then Marian Hossa answers 10 seconds after that one. Morozov with one more. It's 3-1 Pens at the end of the first. Power play Penguins again killed off there. The Pens are 1 for 3 on the power play. Power play again, now 1 for 4. Ottawa power play killed off as well. That's 8 power plays now, but only 1 power play goal. Alexei Yashin with his first makes it a 3-2 game. We're back within 1. Power play Penguins killed off. Let me just pause here for a sec. That is the 10th. Sorry, this is the 11th power play of the night. There's been 1 power play goal. Here comes another, but just to say. No, not quite. Actually, no, it was the 10th power play. All right, we're down by 1. Power play Penguins again. Oh my goodness, we can't get goals if we're going to be... Hey, another! What's with... We had 9 minor penalties in this one, and now a 10th minor... Yeah, we deserve to lose. What a joke! 10 minor penalties? They go 1 for 9. We're lucky. 10 minor penalties? Hold on, let me see here. Zemuna with 2 minor penalties, York with 1, Yashin with 1, Ronning with 1, Phillips, Kravchuk, Hossa, Fisher, Dackel. No, Zemuna, you lost your spot there. Oops, no, I don't want to quit. I just want to exit. You lost your spot there, man. As the series now tied at 1, if you take 10 minor penalties, or was it 9 minors and 1 double minor? I think one may have been 4 minutes. No, back to the lineup. Daigle, your time to shine, big boy. Alexandre Daigle. On va voir quelque chose. April update for the draft. Yes, very good. All right, here we go for Game 3. We're at home now with a 1-1 series. It'll be a best of 5 here against the Senators. Let's get the play-by-play going. 310 is not too bad. That was a team effort. This, yeah. Sorry, because I can only check the comments. I can only open them once every couple minutes because now my phone is my second monitor, and that's almost dead. Here we go. Game 3. Home ice advantage. There we go. Coming out hot. Alexei Yashin opens it up for us. 1-0 early. That's the type of answer we need to see. And I need to see you staying out of the box. Yashin scores again, 3 goals in 2 games now for Yashin as he gets his third of the postseason. Power play, Ottawa. Here's a chance for us. Killed off, though, and even goes into the second period, but the Penguins kill it all off. 4-on-4 now. Killed off again. We're 0 for 3 in the power play, but we lead 2-0. Halfway through this game, power play Sens. Killed off once more. We're 0 for 4. Another chance for us. We took 10 last game. The Penguins took 5 this game. Another. Still nothing. Third period now. Oh my, this is a joke. 0 for 7 on the power play. The Pens were 1 for 10. Now, here's another. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. What in the world is happening? And we win 2-1 as Jan Hrdina scores with 5 seconds left. We go 0 for 9 on the power play. Between us and the Penguins, 1 for 19. What is happening? But Lalime thankfully makes 34 saves for a huge victory. Yashin scores twice, but we're 0 for 9 on the power play. What's my wedding present there, Hobbsy? Whoa. Huge win, but shocking power play. Yes, auto goal. I guess I should turn auto rotation fully off, eh? Or just disabled? Yeah, disabled for now. Penalties are at an all-time high. Oh, a second monitor. I could use that. Very much so. Thank you. Okay, power play. Bonk's going to go here. And Havlat's going to go here. And Host is going to go there. That'll be the new first unit. Yes. All playmakers, but whatever. I need some water after those couple of games. All right, we're up 2-1 in this series. But the power play with special teams have been crazy on both sides. Here we go. Penguins score early. 40 seconds in, whatever. Kovalev scores. But Yashin with his 4th goal. Let's go, Alexei Yashin. Power play goal. Kovalev scores his 2nd in less than 10 minutes. And it's 2-1 for the Penguins. At least got a power play goal. But don't tell me we're going to start falling apart. Alfredsson gets an even strength goal, and we're tied at 2 after 20. 3-2 as Kovalev completes the hat trick in less than 22 minutes. He has a hat trick. Jan Hrdina makes it 4. After Lalime's great game last game, he allows 4 on 14. Make that 5 on 19. Oh, boy. And that's going to be a tough loss in this one, most likely, unless we can get a big comeback going. 5-2, as we'll have a 2-2 series, best of 3. Power play Sens goes nowhere. 10 minutes to go. And that'll be all short. So we split the games on the road. We split the games at home. Yeah, Kovalev scores his 4th of the night. Hrdina gets 1 more. 7 goals. 7 goals. Lalime allows 7 on 33. Yeah, that checks out. Okay. So it's a 2-2 series, and it all comes down to a best of 3. Starting here in Game 5 with the Penguins at home. Let me check the comments again here. Unless Lalime falters. Yeah, floodgates are opening there. We're going to go Lalime again. But if it's a disaster, I guess we change it up for Game 6. I don't know what. Yashin upping his value for the Spezza trade? I find once goals come faster, goalie can't recover an HLM. I wonder. Maybe that's a trend. All right, here we go. Game 5. Big game right here. The winner of this game has a chance to end it in Game 6. Here we go. We kill off a quick power play early on. Power play Penguins again. We've given up 2 already. I love the zero discipline here. And there's the Penguins with a power play goal as Straka makes it 1-0. 2-0 as Jagr gets another. Awesome. Where has our goal scoring gone? Where did our goal scoring go? It's all Yashin. That's it. Even then, he can't be the only guy scoring. We have 13 shots to the Penguins 20. Halfway through this game, down 2-0. Penguins power play again. This time killed off. They're 1 for 4 tonight. And 3-0. Mario Lemieux scores his 1st of the postseason, surprisingly. 4-0. All right. Call it a day. Call it a day. We lose 4-2. And that's a joke. That's a sick, sick joke. Okay. And down 3 games to 2. We're going best lines. Yes, lock off. Best lines. And whatever the game gives us, let's go with that. All right? All right. Man, no one can score goals now. Where's our scoring? Alfredsson scored twice. Yashin with 4. 0 from McEachran. 1 from Hossa. 1 from Bonk. Where's Havlat? 1 from Havlat, I believe, as well. That's going to be what sinks us. We need a big effort here at home in game 6 to push our way to 7. Here we go. Game 6, round 1. Sens legend Alex Kovalev, yes. Lots of playmakers on that second line. I'm just going with whatever the game decides because we've had 0 offense from the lines that I created. Jagger power play goal, 1-0. There we go. Marian Hossa power play goal for us now. We're tied at 1. Let's see 7. Let's go, gentlemen. Let's see 7. 1-1 game. Power play Ottawa, killed off by the Penguins. There you go. Mike Fisher with his first career postseason goal. Power play Ottawa, that's killed off by the Penguins. 2-1 lead. Power play Ottawa again. Why can't we score? Pellerin makes it 2-2 into the final 15 minutes now. Next goal might be the winner. Shots are 36-30 for the Penguins. 4-on-4. Penguins power play killed off. Final 5 minutes now. Power play Ottawa. 4-on-4. Will we see overtime? 1 minute to go. Yes, we will. Hold on. Wait, no! No, I'm trying to click on the game. I'm trying to click pause and it clicks on exit because the game ended. Oh, I want to try and lead you into overtime, but no, the Penguins win in overtime. 3-2, and that is year 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Can we go back and see the game? Oh my goodness. It was Kasparaitis who won in overtime. We were up 2-1. Pellerin tied it early in the third. Shots end 44-38. But Darius Kasparaitis wins it in overtime just 41 seconds in. Shots end 44-38. Oh my goodness. And that therein lies the end of year number 1, ladies and gentlemen. A 6-game exit in round 1 against one of the best teams in the league. It happens. Unfortunate. Tough fall. We didn't get swept. It was already an improvement on history. And we grow and we come back next year. But I'm sad that look at the postseason scoring. Who is scoring goals out here? 4 from Yashin, 2 from Alfredsson and Hossa, but then 1 from a bunch of other players. 0 from McEachran, 0 from Prospel, 0 from Ronning, 0 from Arvidsson. None of those guys did anything. Plus minuses were horrible. -5s from Yashin and Alfredsson. Havlat was a +2. So was Bonk. And Lalim, with a .904 save percentage and 3.33 goals against average, was 2-3-1. Let's sim towards the awards and see what the results are for year number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's grow. Let's come back stronger. It was a good start. I'm impressed with this team. I'm proud of this team. But I want to see more in year 2. And the Penguins go on to win the Stanley Cup. You know what? We lost to the Cup champs, and there's not much to be embarrassed about there. We lost to the Cup champs. Happened just by chance. The Penguins scored 41 seconds in. This is why I don't use ×1 in the game. ×5 or ×0.25. I see, yeah. That's all right. It's all right. So the Pittsburgh Penguins end up winning the Stanley Cup. How about that? I'm going to take it off full screen mode so I can see the chat on my computer, not have to go to my, what's it called? My phone on the side. So the Pittsburgh Penguins are Stanley Cup champions. Belleville, yeah, there we go. AHL champs for Belleville. Gatineau wins the QMJHL. North Bay the OHL. Prince George the WHL. St. Petersburg in the KHL. And Dartmouth wins the NCAA. Huh. The playoffs. Let's see the playoff tree in this one. So, classic matchup. Penguins and Red Wings. So, yes. The only upset was the Coyotes beating the Oilers in the West. And here, the 7-seed Flyers beat the 2-seed Capitals. The 4-seed Penguins. Yeah, so the Penguins swept the Rangers. Then they took down the Devils, the 1-seed Devils in 7, and the 2-seed in the West, Red Wings in 6. Twin Stanley Cup. Actually, I prefer to see it like this, actually. Yeah, the bracket. There you go. What else can we see here? Inbox. You can see it just to find out. Great. And I can throw comments up like this. Doot, which is fun to do. All right, playoff stats. Let's see the crazy numbers here for everybody. Mario Lemieux with 32 points in 23 games. You know what? We held him to 1 goal. We can say that. the top 3 scorers of the regular season are the top 3 scorers of the postseason. Lemieux, Yager, and Kovalev, all with 32 points each. That is crazy. Fedorov, Lidstrom, Yzerman, etc. And goaltenders, Ed Belfour was a machine. 2.34 goals against and 922 save percentage. Osgood, Roy, Brodeur, Joseph. Really good numbers from a lot of the goalies here. Yeah, not too many goalies didn't do well. All right. May update for the draft. Thank you. Let's sim to the awards. Always very exciting. I think the full screen difference is we don't have the white bar on top, but honestly not a big deal. Also, maybe we'll just do this moving forward then. What a line. You can maybe should I take my cursor off? Is it annoying or is it helpful to see my cursor? The much anticipated day has arrived. Blah, blah, blah. Let's go to the awards. So this is fun because this is revealing. It reveals really, really fun. So the cup goes to the Penguins, Prince of Wales Penguins, Clarence S. Campbell, the Red Wings. So Red Wings, Stars, Red Wings. President's Trophy to the Avs, World Junior to Canada, World Cup was US. Really? Have we missed that? So let's view the finalists now, right? Oh no, start the award show. Here we go. So for the Hart Memorial Trophy, the finalists for the Hart this year were Mario Lemieux, 3-time Hart Trophy winner, Alexei Kovalev, and let me guess, Jaromir Jagr. Yeah, so a Penguin is winning the Hart, that's for sure. And the winner, the 2001 Hart, is Mario Lemieux with his 4th career Hart Trophy in the year 2001. You love to see it. Congrats to Mario. Turgeon, I didn't see that. 22 points, 11 games for Pierre Turgeon. How are they bad before Crosby arrived? I don't know. Things go bad in the next couple of years. Conn Smythe Trophy. Let me guess. Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr, and Alexei Kovalev. Never won Conn Smythe, and Lemieux with a 2-time Conn Smythe winner. Is Lemieux going to win his 3rd Conn Smythe? Yes, he will. Mario Lemieux, his 3rd Conn Smythe. Congratulations. The R-Ross already know who won this one. Jagr, Lemieux, and again, Kovalev. So Mario Lemieux wins the Hart, the Art Ross, the Conn Smythe. 2001 was just a year for Mario. 128-point season. Calder Trophy now. Let's see this. Who wins the Calder? Jason Allison, who had an 83-point season. Brendan Morrison with 85. Or Pavel Demitra with 83. Is it just going to go by points? I wonder. Let's see. The winner of the Calder is Brendan Morrison, 85 points. Congratulations. The Rocket Richard now. Let's see. Milan Hajduk, you already know who it's going to be pretty quick. 48 goals. Marcus Naslund had 51. And Mario Lemieux, let me guess. There you go. So Lemieux wins the Rocket as well. That's his 4th Rocket. The Adam Oates Trophy for most assists. Let's see this one now. Jaromir Jagr had 80. Kovalev had 73. And let me guess, Mario Lemieux had 73. The same 3 finalists for everything. So Jaromir Jagr wins the Adam Oates Award. Frank J. Selke now. And here's one where it could be a surprise. It's not someone that we never know, that we might know for sure right away. Pierre Turgeon, Joe Sakic, and Peter Forsberg. Interesting. The Frank J. Selke Trophy goes to Best Defensive Forward, Joe Sakic. 1st career Selke Trophy. That's awesome. Yeah, I love the HLM Awards show. Love that. Paul Coffey Trophy, Best Offensive Defenseman. Al McInnes, Nicholas Lidstrom, and Sergei Zubov. I assume it's just going to Nicholas Lidstrom. And there you go, Nicky Lid. James Norris, Best Defensive Defenseman now. Nicholas Lidstrom, Chris Pronger, and Scott Niedermayer. Could Lindstrom win Best Offensive and Defensive Defenseman? No, Scott Niedermayer wins the James Norris. Congrats. Vezina Trophy now between Patrick Roy, Martin Brodeur, and Olaf Kolzig. 3-time winner. Never won. Martin Brodeur had up until this point in his career so far. And Oli the goalie. Winner, probably Patrick Roy avec son 4e, his 4th career Vezina Trophy. Jack Adams now to Don Edwards of the Capitals, Jim Watson of the Red Wings, or Eddie Olczyk of the New Jersey Devils. Let's see. The winner is Don Edwards, the coach of the Capitals. The Les Cunningham Award, League MVP. That's down in the AHL. Okay. Mathieu Garon, Chris Neal. Come on. Or Ivan Chiernik. So we have 2 finalists. We're the Penguins of the OHL. The Belleville Senators are the Penguins of the AHL. Mathieu Garon had some crazy numbers too. Who's going to win it here? Come on, Chernik. Yes, Chernik, 70 goals and 128 points. We'll let the rest of the, let's reveal the rest of the AHL awards. Congrats to Chernik, though. That's awesome. Down here, Jack Adams. And then the AHL awards. Belleville wins that. Markle won the playoff MVP award. Best goal scorer is Chernik. Chernik is the best offensive player, the league MVP. Desjardins, best offensive defenseman. And coach of the year to the coach of Belleville, of course. All Belleville all the time. Neil would have been great, though, yes. Hall of Fame, I don't think anything changes yet here. Class of 2000, Joe Mullen and Denis Savard. Sure, that's crazy. Denis Savard retired in 1997, so. All right. Let's sim to what? Retirements now? Retirements. Kevin Dineen, the guy who played for the Senators. Larry Murphy, Paul Coffey, Pat Verbeek, Ray Ferraro, John Van Beesbrook, Ed Belfour, only at 36. Early retirement for Ed Belfour. So they're the retired players. Who's this? Tim Horton retiring? Reorientation. So Ed Belfour now a coach. Paul Coffey now a coach. Okay, very good. Ray Ferraro now a physio. Let's go to the draft lottery. Check NCAA stats. Sure. You may have heard me all the way in Montreal if Neil won AHL MVP. Hold on. Draft lottery is what I want to look at first for a second. So the Thrashers have the best odds. Let's see. Start the lottery. Here we go. Reveal. Dallas, Chicago, Buffalo, Florida, LA, Toronto. No one's dropping yet. All right, so it's a normal order. Nothing ended up being switched up. And the Atlanta Thrashers get the first overall pick in the 2001 draft. Perhaps to take Ilya Kovalchuk, right? And you wanted to see the AHL awards, Joe? Hang on. Draft preview. Thank you. Kovalchuk should go number 1 to the Thrashers. That would make perfect sense. Season winners. Thank you. Salary cap is increasing to 42.096, an increase of 2.096 million. Gotcha. Let's get Coffee on the staff. I'm down. Where are the awards? Can I go back to see awards or is it too late? Honors? Awards, yes. NCAA. What did you want to see here, Mighty Joe? What are you looking for here? NCAA stats? I'm not sure if I can see player stats here. Hold on. Office. Leaders. Like this. All. Payne with 71 points. Is this what you want to see here, right, Joe? I'll grab another little sip of water. Chris Kunitz, NCAA Defensive Forward of the Year. Nice catch. Beauty. There you go. Enjoy. All right. NHL, sim to draft. Today's draft day. Yes. Dismiss. And that's where we'll pick up next episode at the draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, next episode we'll have the draft. If we look at prospects here. Actually, where are we picking? It doesn't tell us where we're picking, eh? That's unfortunate. I forget. I don't know where we're picking. Can I not exit this? Oh, did I click on something wrong? Might have to hold on. Exit. No. Oh, come on. Do we just have to do the draft now? Come on. I just wanted to see where we were slated to go. I mean, the year 1 draft is nothing that special anyways. It's more the off season, like the free agency and all that, that's going to take more time. Should we just do this? I guess we have to do the draft, right? I don't think I have any other choice. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. So we pick at 25, and we'll go from there. So Kovalchuk will be going number 1 for sure. Do we find a way to trade up for pick number 3 from the Vancouver Canucks? That'll be the question. To try and think about a Jason Spezza trade. No, I didn't manually save. I didn't. For the pick, we'll take Havlat and our first. Havlat and pick 25. Oh, no, our first next year. To draft Jason Spezza. Which I don't think we really want to do. Who did you see? Hemsky? Where is Hemsky? I didn't see Hemsky. We can workshop it. Workshop what? In blue potential? Sorry, I'm going all over the place here. Prospects. Blue potential. Hemsky, there he is. Yeah, Hemsky would be interesting. I wouldn't mind Hemsky. Is there a defenseman out there, I wonder, too? Like an offensive defenseman? Pearson, offensive defenseman, red potential. Schultz, Shafranov. Yeah. I wouldn't say we're looking at much in this first draft. Pascal Leclerc. Alice Hemsky is definitely an interesting guy. I'll tell you that. Picking a 25 would be in the realm of this guy, Zednik, Mario Zednik. Niemi. You get a goalie prospect right away. Can't say I'm that interested by a lot of players, though. Alice Hemsky is definitely piquing my interest. One great column is potential overall, which can get higher or lower, but are usually good. So this is not potential. We're saying potential overall. Ah, okay. So Niemi, Giordano, Rutu, Marcel Gotch, Carlo Koliakovo, Blackburn, Zednik. Could see 86 there. Colby Armstrong. There's Hemsky. Yeah, I'm really interested by Hemsky, I gotta say. Alex Hemsky. Don't let him go to Edmonton. We'll take him instead. So maybe that's our plan. We look at Hemsky, and we go from there. That's like our main target in round 1. And then the rest of the guys, we just take best player available, I suppose. We'll do that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to even start this draft. Okay. So 3 minutes on the clock. Let's start the draft then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's sim this first pick and let the Thrashers take their guy. Dismiss? No. Yeah, they'll take their guy. We look at the prospects. Either Kovalchuk is... I can't even click on his thing. Okay, forget it. Sim pick, and Ilya Kovalchuk does indeed go. Jason Spezza goes next to the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they jump. They don't take the guy ranked at 2. They take Jason Spezza ranked at 3. Svitov goes next to the Canucks. We're going after the created player. I don't know. Dallas Johnson could be up there too. Chistov goes to the Canadians. Mark Giordano's still out there here. Sim that pick, I suppose. Mark Giordano goes to the Predators. The Flames take Steven Weiss. Mikko Koivu goes to the Ducks, the Mighty Ducks. Islanders take Mike Komisarek. Tomo Rutu goes to the Maple Leafs. LA Kings take Carlo Koliakovo. The Panthers take Dan Hamius. Maybe we can trade with Chicago. No trade found. What are you saying? No trade found. Give me a trade. Autocomplete. Ooh, Havlat. I don't want. What kind of value is that? That's ridiculous. How about you, Dallas? You want to trade your first. Okay, that makes it a bit better. Hey, why is it? I'm not trading Martin Havlat. What if I gave pick 25? Already that's a good amount of value. I don't want a lot of, there's a lot of bums I don't really want here anyways. I'll give you a third this year too. There's not much we want in this first year draft. Bergevin has some value now. Here, take Mark Bergevin. No, I'm just kidding. Who could we toss in here? We could trade Hermie. Because now we have Maracle too. Why is there a second here? I don't want to put a second in that trade. So a first and a third in Hermie. Would this be an okay offer, you think? Yeah. Maybe 90. Not a lot of value either, but brings it closer. Dallas, what do you say to this? Trade declined. Do we force it? No, don't want to force it at this time in history just yet. And Zamuner, who we weren't even happy with on our fourth line. Any interested in that, Dallas? Dismiss. I really want to take Hemsky because I'm not really sure who else would we even consider taking. I don't want to get, we only have like 2 prospects, so the second still declined. So Zamuner might walk anyways. 90 I could see us resigning. I know the Stars made their pick, eh? And now what? Now where do I go? Now what happens? Hello? Now what happens? So I have to close the screen, go back to the most recent autosave? Is that what I have to do? Because a trade was made during the time I was trying to trade for an asset. Awesome. Ridiculous. Okay, give me a second. I know, Mark. Getting the EA Sports treatment. Okay, the autosave was... Let me see here. Please tell me it was not too long ago. What? No! This is the most recent save? It can't be. Where are the autosaves? It said June 1st. Hold on, no. This is October 15th. I just clicked. It said June 1st. Hold on. Quit without say. It just said June 1st. Load. Look, June 1st, 2001. June 1st, 2001. I click on it. Load. And it brings me to Carolina in October 2000. Okay, so we're going to end it there. I'm going to send a message to HLM, and we're going to see what we can do. Oh, back out, click on autosave, not load. Okay. Exit. Quit without saving. Thank you, Mighty Joe. Load. Click. Autosave. Mighty Joe to the rescue. Okay. Whoo. Okay. I'm stopping there. Exit, save and quit, draft next episode. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone for bearing with me. That was ridiculous. Let's call it there. We're going to always say before the draft moving forward. And that's the end of episode 2, ladies and gentlemen. Year number 1 ends with a round 1 exit in 6 games to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. Hey, that's okay. Let's get stronger. Let's run it back next episode. So next week, we'll do the draft and we'll do the off season. We'll see how long that takes us. Honestly, as much as I love the longer episodes, I cannot do like 2.5 hour episodes on a weeknight once a week. Once in a while it happens, but usually like they're an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. That extra 30 minutes is 30 minutes of sleep when I wake up tomorrow morning for work. So it does have an impact. So I prefer to keep them 2 hours and under moving forward. If we were going to the Stanley Cup final, this would have been a 3-hour stream. So probably not all of that in 1 year moving forward. We know all this for next time. Yes, we know all this for next time now. There we go. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Give any and all your thoughts for the off season down here in the YouTube comments or over in the Discord server linked in the description. And subscribe for a couple of reasons. 1, for our next episode next week. But number 2, hit that bell because the NHL trade deadline is around the corner. The next time that we are scheduled live, will be Friday at around noon Eastern for a few hours of trade deadline coverage on the NHL trade deadline. Before that, I'm sure there'll be many more breaking news live streams. There's already a couple earlier today. There's been a few over the last week. We'll have many more, I'm sure, leading up to Friday. So subscribe and hit that bell for breaking news analysis in the real world of the 2024-25 NHL season, not 2000-2001. So much love, everybody. Thanks for being here. Looking forward to what our game plan for next season will be. And any more tips on things that I did or didn't do on the season will be very much appreciated. Any and all constructive criticism, feedback, and all that, please, I want to hear it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Much, much love. And we'll talk soon. Have a great night and stay warm out there. Pretty cold this week in Montreal. Stay warm, everybody. Talk soon.